What's up boys, it's me, Damien, again, with another video. And today it's a crafty video. I'm crafting something today. I'm finding an empty page and then I can start. So today I'm going to do something that I saw on Instagram. I don't know who the original creator for this craft is, but I just saw it randomly and decided I wanted to do it as well, so here I am. So basically, you are drawing a character from like a head perspective, like only the head from the character, and then you craft you draw the different states from the character, like their hair, their face, their eyes, and then you glue it onto cardboard paper and then glue it on top of each other, so it creates like a 3D effect. I really like that idea, so I'm going with that as well. You can already see I'm sketching, and the character is going to be König from Call of Duty. I am German. I'm not Austrian. He's Austrian, but I'm German, and I'm gonna tell you he's pronounced König, not König. I'm sorry. I always get angry when people call him König, because I think that's an English pronunciation, but it's fine. As you probably know, König doesn't really have a face model, at least I don't think he has one, so I'm just making something up. I'm just giving him a face right now. So basically the plan is drawing a sketch first, which I'm doing right now, and then when the sketch is done, I'm going to trace it and make different parts. I'm going to make his helmet, his mask, his hair and his suit. But I'm only going to do this head or upper body profile, you know, I'm not gonna do arms or something. That would be too much work. Here I'm trying to get the paper out of my sketchbook. There's actually like a crease already pre-made in the sketchbook, so you can get it out easier. But it didn't work, it ripped the page, so I ended up cutting it anyways, so now I'm just cutting it out. Do you know if König is Austrian or not? I almost started talking in German, I'm sorry. Because sometimes he's like, I think at one point he had a German flag, but before that he had an Austrian flag, and I don't know. I mean, he talks German, right? For you guys that don't know the difference between Austria and Germany, it's basically like British people and American people. That's basically the same thing, you know. Technically the same language, but pronunciation is different. So here you can see I traced it, and now I'm drawing his mask on top of him, so I know where the eye placement is going to be. How did I trace it, you may ask? I have a light pad that I'm using as a light, but you can put your drawing on there and put your paper on there, and then you can see through the paper because of the bright light. And that's how I trace it. You're going to see this later in the video as well. I must warn you, I'm going to mess up his hair. I'm gonna make his hair like way longer than I sketched it as. I don't know how it happened. I think with my watercolors, I'm gonna draw with watercolors and mess it up. Here you can see me tracing with my light pad. I basically put his mask there, so I know where his head is going to be. He has like the special military hat that looks like a biker's hat, honestly. So here I'm just sketching out the head. I had a reference picture which I just looked at and was like, yep, but too many details. So I'm just putting bunch of details in there that aren't really details. I'm just putting lines down. It's all gonna look better once I colored it. Here I'm just tracing the hair. Like I said, I'm gonna have one layer, so you can just imagine it as layers. Like when you draw digitally, you have layers, right? So one layer is going to be the back hair, then one layer is going to be the face, his bald face, and then another layer is going to be the hair that is on top of his face. That's basically it, and then on top of that is like his face mask, and on top of that is his head, and then also his clothes, of course. So I'm just using some watercolor paint here. I've had this since I was, I don't know, at school stuff. I'm coloring with watercolor because I can get smoother transitions, and I don't want to draw with paint markers right now. I draw so much with them, it's kind of refreshing to go back to watercolors. Ah, by the way guys, if you didn't check out my last video, I drew on cards, and I still don't know what characters I should draw on the next 5 cards. I definitely want to continue drawing on this card deck, but therefore I need more characters. Like, I don't care what character is going to be. You can tell me, like, I don't know, Angel Dust. I don't really like Angel Dust, but you can tell me that, then I'm gonna draw it, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short. Just watch my last video if you want to. There's no pressure. I'm just coloring his hair right now. I wanted to make it like kind of blonde, because people kind of imagine him having blonde hair, and I should have not done that. I wanted to give him black hair, but I didn't do that, and I think with black hair it would have looked better in the end. At least have a better silhouette. I can't pronounce that word, I'm sorry. By the way, my exams that I talked about in the last video. I wrote my biology exam and honestly it was easier than my education exam. It was way easier, but I didn't like the topics that they chose. Like, it's like a final exam. You have 4 final exams in the whole area where you live, you know. And these exams are taken in every school, and for biology the teacher can choose which exam you're going to write. For example, in education class or in my English class, you get like 3 examples, like 3 exams, and you can choose one of them and do it. But not for biology. Only biology doesn't do that. So the teacher, your biology teacher, chooses what exams you're going to write, and he chose like I don't know the English word for it. It's Ökologie in Germany. In German. Jesus Christ, I can't talk anymore. And I wanted to have this genetics part because that was way easier to remember. But anyways, I voted. I didn't do one exercise that had 15 points because I didn't know what these words meant. But I did every single other exercise and I wrote like 20 pages or so. Here I'm drawing his mask. Some people are telling me that his mask is a t-shirt. He's just wearing a t-shirt on his face. That's kinda dope. And here I'm drawing his helmet. And here I'm just outlining everything, you know, make it look crisp and clean. Tell me if you guys like it when I talk more or when I talk less, because right now I don't really have that much to talk about. Like for this it's just simple, you just draw something, then cut it out, then glue it on something, then cut it out, then glue it on something again, and boom, done. Like there's not really much to talk about. Would you guys be up to animation? Like not flipper clip, Jesus Christ. I do a flipper clip in my past, but now I'm drawing with Ibis Paint. And the Ibis Paint actually has a animation feature. I animated some things on there already, like small chibi characters. But would you guys be up to like seeing a process of me animating something? Because I kinda have motivation to start an animation, but I'm not an animator. I'm an artist. I don't animate. I'm sorry. So it will end up looking probably really bad. I'm doing my best, but I'm not an animator. Jesus. So I'm like kind of on the edge. Like I did animation memes when I was like 13 or something. Jesus, I'm old. Do you know these animation memes? They're those really cringy ones. Yeah, I did them when I was a child. I deleted all of them. Deleted my previous YouTube account. Thankfully, no one can see that bullshit. But I can maybe like animate like a chibi character eating something, for example, for my digital art videos, so you have something to look at while I'm drawing. Like I already have one animated chibi character like sleeping, and one drawing on a tablet while I'm drawing, so you know. If you guys would like me to animate and do a video about it, like my progress of animated on Ibis Paint, Then would you like to see me animate like another chibi character? Or would you just like me to see an actual face like animated? Like for example, someone is looking to the side, you're like seeing the side view of the face and then they're turning around. Kind of like that, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an animator. I hope you can't hear this right now, but my neighbors are actually arguing and I can hear them through my walls. It's not really great. By the way, I don't know what the yellow part on his head is. Like, it wasn't this yellow in the reference picture that I had, but I think I made it way too yellow, but honestly it gives an interesting contrast between the blue and the gray. And here I'm just cutting it out, like I said. It's not really that interesting. And I realized I made one of the ears way too small. That's bugging me right now. And look at his hair. I don't know how his hair ended up being so big. Here is a math homework. My math stuff. This is just a college block, and the college block has this cardboard that's really thin but also hard, which is the blue page, which I'm going to show now. This is the cardboard that I just ripped out, and on this I'm gluing my stuff so it's sturdy. You know, when you have like paper, it's like flopping around everywhere, but this cardboard is like in every college block basically, and it's hard but not too hard, you know, it's not too thick, so it's perfect. So I'm just putting everything on there. I'm cutting out the eye holes first, so I can actually put his eyes through that and see, yeah, see, his eyes are perfectly aligned with the all holes in his mask. These little rectangles, I can't talk anymore, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. These are just like foam pieces with like glue on them. I don't know, I had them for years. Like I have like a small piece of these little things on one piece of paper that I got like from a craft kit 10 years ago or something, I don't know. But I always kept it in my closet, and now I actually was able to use it. Here I'm checking and I'm like, why is his hair so big? So I cut something off, but it just looks bad. I should have just redone the hair. Well, honestly, I don't feel like redoing the hairs because I would have to glue everything and draw everything, and Jesus. I made his suit off camera, by the way, because I totally forgot about it. You don't have to have these little gluey rectangulars. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. These little SpongeBob things. Jesus. You can just like fold paper up, then put glue on the paper and then glue it on top. It's just to give a little bit of space to like give some 3D illusion, you know. As you can see, the back of his hair is farther apart than his face is. And here I'm still looking like, why is his hair looking so weird? We just have to accept that he has a whole bunch of hair right now. And this is the end. Here you can see that his eyes perfectly align with the eye holes. That's great. And that's basically it. So see you in the next one, and tell me if you want to see me animate. Bye.